don't want to have to put in a bunch of work to get a cute plant theme. So this is what I did. Hello beautiful, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Caitlin if you are new here. It is already March. February went by really fast and now I am planning out my March plan with me. I'm so excited to show you what I created. I ended up painting a whole bunch of different cacti and succulents. I did that all in my studio vlog. I'll just have that linked up above. And now I've created them into stickers so I can easily put together my March plan with me. I'm so excited with how this one has turned out. I think this is probably like one of my favorite sticker sets that I've made so far. I haven't made a lot of them yet, but this one is it. I'm just gonna jump right on into the video and this one's planning. First things first, when it comes to planning out my March theme is going to be the cover page. Now, planning out March, I really wanted to make things simple for myself. So what I did is I ended up painting all of these different cacti and then creating digital stickers to make my life a lot more simple when it comes to planning not only the actual plan with me video that you guys see, but me using this stuff throughout the month. So I created this design for my cover page and just stuck it on some sticker paper to put in my journal a little bit easier. Now in the center of the white areas between the cacti design, I am coming in with the quote that says, "Time to put myself in the sunlight." I think that is reminiscent of a cactus. It's kind of what I needed to do to motivate myself this month too. I need to put myself a little bit more out there. When it comes to business stuff, I've kind of been holding back a little bit and now I want to get my ass in gear, get myself out into the sunlight and get things going. So what I did for this is did a dainty little calligraphy style with my Tombow Food Nosuke pen and then added in a bit of a drop shadow on the left with this new Tombow brush pen marker that I got that I am obsessed with. I did come in with the 228, that's the color here, for March as well, and created a darker bottom part of the letters for the MARCH in March to add a bit more something something to the page and make the letters pop out. I have been loving this drop shadow style with just a line too as well. It's become my go-to, so I finished it off with that. On the next page, I'm using my grid spacing guide ruler just to divide the page a little bit easier for my calendar. I do have a whole video on how to create this, and I do actually have a template that you can use if you want to on my shop. I'll just have that link down below as well. But it makes setting up the page so much easier because I don't have to count out how many dots I got. For the calendar, I'm coming in with another big one, similar to what I did in my February Plan With Me video, and I'm just numbering off all of those days. Up at the top, I'm adding in a little projects section. I liked having two separate calendars last month, and I chatted a little bit about that in my February After Plan With Me video, where I kind of walked through all of the different spreads, what I liked, what I didn't, and then actually using the spreads too. But what I found and want to try out this month is what it would look like on my calendar if I had my projects and my personal life and business life really all on the same spread. It might go really well, it might go really bad. I'm not quite sure yet, but I do want to try it out because maybe I can use something a little bit better in my bullet journal to make it a bit more effective for planning and actually using it in my life. I am just keeping the page relatively simple because I am going to come back in with some stickers and decorate it a little bit more throughout the month, and it will look a little bit more busy once I get in all of my to-dos for the month. For the new addition for my sticker set this month, I ended up creating different cacti stickers and I love them. So I created little individual ones just to add out throughout the pages as well, in addition to the regular washi tapes like this one here that I usually create. Now, generally speaking, I don't show my social media planning in my different Plan With Me videos, but I thought, why not show it because it could be relevant to somebody, but also the different layouts and designs that I use can easily be substituted for different aspects of your life. Maybe you're a student, maybe you're training somebody at work, you have a project going on, kind of same layout, just different titles. So for this one, it's TikTok. I want to plan out different videos for that. So I have a different section for ideas on what videos I want to get out there, and then notes. Maybe there's a trend going on that I want to capture and make sure I hop on before it goes away. Those are type of things that would go in my notes section. I am creating just a little Dutch door here and sectioning off the part that I cut with some washi tape I find that it just makes the flipping of the pages a little bit easier, but also dividing it just a little bit easier too. And I'm coming in with my weekly trackers. Now, each week, what my plan is to come up with, I have up to 8 spots for different habits, but a few different habits that I want to track throughout that week related only to TikTok. So maybe it's recording, editing, finding trends, bulk batching stuff, things like that could be my habits. And then each day underneath it, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then week 2 type of layout, I'm gonna just write down what video gets posted when. I'm hoping this is gonna help me organize things a little bit better. I want to ideally post 2 TikToks a day, so I have 2 spots allocated for that. This type of layout could be really good for a habit tracker or gratitude log, even reflection, where you have that habits up at the top and then you reflect on the day saying, well, you know, it was pretty good. I got X amount done, or I noticed I wasn't feeling the best and I think that might be because I didn't work out today. Things like that. So that could be what a layout like this could be used for as well. On the far right, I did want to come in and decorate up my page a little bit more to match the theme. And I created this shelf looking thing, really, so I could put a whole bunch of different plants, cactuses on it. And I did just use a bunch of those stickers from that individual kit. And then moving on to the next one is going to be my Instagram planning. Now, I also would like to be a little bit more accountable, a little more in the spotlight, the sunlight this month with Instagram, both on my personal Create with Kate one and my shop one as well. I do a lot more of product information, promos, things like that when it comes to my shop, Create with Kate. And then the usual Create with Kate one that if you are following, maybe you've already seen it, is just more photos of my monthly and how I'm using my monthly journal. With that, I do want to become just a little bit more accountable, so I'm creating 2 different sections for photos. When it comes to Reels, because I know Reels are pretty popular when you are doing Instagram, I am just going to double up, I think, on TikTok videos. I'm going to make my life a little bit easier when it comes to that, so I don't necessarily have to put a lot of pressure on myself. For this next page, I would like to save $100 this month for the month of March and put it away in some investing, some savings accounts. So I am actually using some washi tape to create a cute little background. I just cut out the background that I usually had, and then I am going to be filling in every single time I save $2 to make that $100. Now, I did have a whole video on different savings challenges, and this is actually a printout option that you can purchase on my shop if you'd like. As well, there's over 50 different savings challenges in there, but this is just the one that I selected for this month because I do want to become a little bit more accountable when it comes to saving my money instead of just spending my money. On the right-hand side, I am putting in a different layout for my expense trackers and income trackers this month. I wanted to divide the same page, income, and then expenses all on one. I divided my income and my expenses will look like that as well, week by week. And then I can just write out exactly where my money is coming from and where it is going on a weekly basis, instead of having to sit down every single day to write out where the money is coming in and coming out. That's just not realistic for me, so I'm not going to do it. On the next side here, I'm going to be doing my reading tracker. I loved reading this month. I was a lot better at it since I set little reminders on my phone to help me out. But I wanted to add a little something different into my reading tracker this month. So the left-hand side looks very similar to what I usually do. I have my little circular habit tracker. I then divided it into different minutes and would color in my circular habit tracker based on how many minutes that I did end up reading. But on the right-hand side, this is where I'm kind of switching things up a little bit. I want to keep a record of exactly what books I am reading. So this green box, I'm going to print off the photo of the book that I read, the cover page, and then I have all the details like title, author, when I started the book, when I'm ending the book, and then what my overall rating was for it. I only want to read just the one book this month. I don't think I have the time to read more, but I did want to leave a little section down at the bottom for overall thoughts on what I enjoyed, maybe disliked about the book as well, maybe tips or tricks that I want to remember throughout. And that's kind of what I am doing for this little reading journal area. Up next is my monthly memories or gratitude log. This is taking the exact same layout as previous months, so I'm just coming in and adding in some decorative elements, my numbers from 1 to 31, and then filling that in every single day. Finally, it is going to be my weekly tracker, and I tried this layout last month at the very last week, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm doing the exact same style this time around and using my weekly kits to start creating an event section, but also having this little area on the left-hand side where I can write down how did my week go overall. So it's more of a reflection area inside of my weeklies. I really liked having that in that final week. It was kind of just a good touch point and restart section for me to jump into the next week of planning. And I was then able to just figure out what I need to do in order to make myself more successful in whatever aspect I felt like I needed a little bit improvement, whether that was personal, professional, it could be even like a mental. I know that I have chatted a little bit about that and how I wanted to improve my mental well-being for the year of 2023. I'm just finishing off this page with a couple little decorations, but that is really it for my March plan with me. I'm really happy with how this one turned out. I love using these stickers in my bullet journal. It just makes planning so much easier, so much faster. I think this entire thing took me about an hour and a half to actually do, minus the flipping back and forth of my camera. If you have watched till this point of the video, make sure to put a little plant emoji down in the comments below. And if you are interested in shopping anything collection-wise off of my shop, make sure to use the discount code down there as well. I hope that you enjoy, and I will let you watch the flip through. Watching. If you haven't already seen that studio vlog, I'm going to link it over there for you to enjoy, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye!